22. One bed. You know that then their feed intake has increased, right? One bed is going to consume 1,000 grams. So that 1,000 grams multiplied by 50, that will give you us how many? 50,000 grams. Divided by 1,000, 50 kg. Divided by 25, 2. So that is where you are now seeing 1, 3, 2. Do we get it now? Okay. That's good. I'm happy you are getting it. All right. Any question on that? Well understood, right? Great farmers. So that's for yellow bag. For people that want to use yellow bag. Now, for our commercial farmers that want to take the best to 35 days, we have another one. We call it 133. 133. The same calculation for the professional. 1 bag, 3 bags. The same thing. Now, the difference is the final phase, which is the finisher. At the finisher phase, 1 bag is going to consume 1,500 grams. Do we get it? Hello, great farmers. Are we on the same page? Okay. For the green bag now, 520. 1 bag is going to consume 1,500 grams or 520 multiplied by 50. That's 25,000 grams. Divided by 1,000, that's 25 kg. You see 1 bag, just like 510. 511T. Day 0 to day 14. Yes. You see 1 bag. Alright. Now from day 14 now to day 28, the same 3 bag, just like 510. No, that's 511. Yes. The same calculation you have in 511 is the same thing you have in 511T. Yes. The last one, which is the 512T, that's where the difference comes in. Do we get it now? Hello, are we on the same page? Alright. So then, instead of the 1,000 grams for the 510, 512, this one will now be 1,500 grams for the 512T, the green bag. So they will consume it from day 29 to day 35. So the yellow bag is not even up to the days for the green bag. Do we get it now? Great farmers, any question? All taking notes, right? So now,
sorry,
yes.
That means that from the 29 to 35 for that green bag, they will consume
3 bags. Yes. So that's what we have. That's nutritional formula of 1, 3, 3. No, I'll stick up. Please don't get it wrong. This is broiler. I'll see enter layers. This is for broiler. Alright. Can I continue? Okay. Now, the last phase, the third one, which is the classic. Popular. Abi, is good though. So that one, that feed will be used for 42 days, 6 weeks to achieve 2 kg. Now, if we have this flyer with you, there's a correction here. You have this flyer, right? I'm done with explaining the yellow bag and the green bag. Blue bag, yes, sorry. No, green bag. Green bag. Now I want to explain the blue bag. Please, for some of us that are not present here, I just want to go to the flyers and go and read it. And you are not here present, there will be some error in the making. So that's what I want to Now, for the classic, is 42 days is correct. But the number of food you will consume is more than 3.5 kg. You know the first one they said 3 kg. The first one said 3 kg, right? Yes. The second one said 3.5. Yes. So for this one it's more than 3.5 kg. Yes. So we are going to it's 4.2, please, correct? 4.2. So we are going to break it down one after another. Now, for the classic is 5-2 series. 520, 521 and 522. So for the 520 now, one bed is going to consume 1,500 grams. One bed is going to consume 1,500 grams for the 512. The same thing as that of the all this. Yes. So if you do that, that will be one bag, right? So when you get to 521, one bed is going to consume 1,500 grams. That will give you 3 bags for 50 birds. The same calculation. Now, the final phase, which is the 522, one bed is going to consume. Are we getting it now? One bed is going to consume 2,500 grams. 522. One bed is going to consume 2,500 grams. So if you do that now, that will be 135. The first one I said 132, right? The second one 133. Yes. Then the third one will be 135. All together for 50 beds. How many bags are you going to use for the classic?
9.
Thank you. Great farmers. It's 9 bags. 9 bags. 9 bags. All right. So, and for brother, you don't have any issue. Just follow what we discussed on this stress management. Don't overstock your bed. All those items. Do your now for vaccination. Let me try and bring this up again. You don't need to waste your money on doing second gomboro. Not gomboro. Please. Yes. Broiler. Anything I'm discussing now is broiler. When I switch to layers, I will let you know. Now, from day 0 to day 8 or day 9, do your first lasota. From day 0 to day 9, do your first lasota. Day 14, do your first gomboro. Day 21, do your second lasota.
29.
21. Day 21, do your second lasota. Then when you are keeping your pets up to or more than 8 weeks, probably you are targeting Christmas, festive period. That's when you are keeping your pets, and you want them to be within 12 weeks, or so that you achieve 3 kg, 3.5, 4 kg. You can, after 42 days, do your second, third lasota. All right. That's 6 weeks now.
Yes.
42, 21 and 42. The 42, the 42, you can do your third lasota. Because at that moment, or just a month after, the month after the 21, just add 4 weeks to it. Alright? Do your repeat your lasota. If you are keeping it above 8 weeks. But if you just 6 weeks, please, 2 lasota, 1 gomboro. Don't need to be reversed. Gomboro. Yes. After the 21, for broiler, all the muscle vibrations must have atrophy. Must have disappeared. Then for broiler again, what else do you need? After your good management, maybe get some anti-toxic medication, probably, if you need them. Yes. Then I think you are good to go. So you don't need to pump in too many antibiotics. Alright? Great farmers. Then any question again, umbrella? Now for good and sales farmers, how many of us are doing good and sales? Alright. Now, you don't need to stress yourself. Just use 510 for 3 weeks and rest. Use your 510 for 3 weeks. That 3 weeks, if you use 510, I can tell you, your best will achieve nothing less than 1 kg. And any best you keep for 1 kg is good to sell. Abi? Yes. So, no need. Therefore, how many turkey farmers do we have here? Okay, thank you. For turkey farmers, you know that whatever they are consuming in terms of broiler, turkey is almost like ×3. Right? So just follow the broiler and don't disturb yourself. Keep giving them the finisher. 520, 520, 520. When you are ready to sell at 30 kg or 20 kg. Alright. Layers. Those farmers. These are my people. How many layer farmers do we have? So if you know you are a layer farmer, this is a very brilliant opportunity for us to meet. I don't know when we are going to organize this kind of forum again, but I want to spend time with you today. Look at this. This is a very rare slide. You don't share it with farmers. It's confidential, but I will only use it when I want us to discuss it. So that they will not come and tell me tomorrow, Frank, you are analyzing all the feed company. No, I want my farmers to make money. That's why I tell farmers, if you know you are using new and you are not seeing results, please leave new. We are not begging you to stay. We don't want farmers to waste money. More profits. When we started 2019, we barely sold 5,000 tons. Per month now we are selling because farmers are now seeing the benefits. So if you want to be sincere with yourself, we are going to tell you. We will tell you point blank. We will know how much you are making. So let me leave that. When I get to that bridge, we are going to cross it. Great farmers. Now, for layer farmers, how many of us are building them? You build your birds yourself. How many? This is okay. Then you buy point of lay. How many? Okay. Alright. Now, for those that are building, it's very good. I say congratulations to you. Because most of the birds you have out there, if you don't have them being brooded by an experienced hand, like Dutchmark, some of you will run into losses. Alright? But if you have good, experienced people to build for you, at least you can trust them. Right? And once they give you the birds, they supply your birds, you see them start laying at the right time. At the right time. Now, this is it. For birds, the foundation is key. The layers, they will spend time with you over 72 weeks. So you dare not joke with their brooding stage. So, New Hope, I've decided to give you a nutritional plan for layers. We target 4+1. 4+1 nutritional plan. And the 4+1 is very simple. Just like the way we did for layers. We said 510, 520. This is the quantity of feed. Why we are doing that is because we have saved you a lot of stress. Some farmers don't even know the quantity of feed that their birds need to consume till they sell off. The only thing you need now to make this point a proposal is the cost of what? Cost of your cage, cost of your land. You are done with your proposal. 75% of it has been stated. If you are collecting 1,000 birds, you know the number of bags you need to buy. Abi? If you are collecting 2,000 birds, you know the number. So just multiply by the price per kg, what they are giving you. That's all. And whether you eat it or not, the birds must eat. So 75% of your expenses is on feed. So we all know that. So that's why we have to come down and give you the breakdown. If your budget is 5 million, you go and sit down. Okay, how much can 5 million produce for me? Now that you have 5 million, you will not know the number of feed you need to give to them. you go and start with 1,000 birds. After you go 5 million finish, you not sold off. You will be looking for money to borrow. No. Yes, that is why we are preventing all of this for you. So when you know the quantity they need to consume, you don't need to run helter-skelter. You plan within your budget. Alright? So, Neo, are we trying? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now for the layers now, like I said earlier, foundation is key. We have the layers flyers also, right? Yeah. Glory, please. The layer flyer. Do you have record books with you? No. Alright. But you have the jotter. You have jotter. Open the jotter at the back. Alright. So open the jotter. So at the back, have you seen the nutritional plan there for the bullets? Right? Okay. So now for bullets, it's also good that you know exactly. We have this file, right? Okay. Now let's go over the pliers. So at least you can always refer to it anytime we are stuck. Please keep it to. Alright. So from the 0 to 3 weeks. Ma? You have all this, you have the flyers with you now?
We don't have that one.
You don't have this. Please indicate. Michael. He said, you have this. Is different. Oh, okay. Please. Glory, please come. Is there, right? Okay, if you don't worry. If you don't have the flyer, do you have the jotter? Maybe some of us are like you and they don't have jotter. Right? Okay, if you have the jotter, see, behind it, open it like this. If you have the jotter, behind it, open it. If you have the flyer for layer C, you have all of this, right?
Yes, we have it.
Glory, please, some people don't have at the back. Help me see if you can. Yes. Please just indicate by raising up your hand if you don't have. Alright. Okay, ma, you don't have this thing. Have the jotter. Alright. You have the jotter. Okay. No, he's even there with you. Open. No, this way. Open it. Yes, this place. Yes. Alright. Great farmers. No farmer.
No nation.
Okay. Now, can I start?
Yes.
Okay. From the 0 to 3 weeks, when you collect your bullets, do some physical examination for them. Look at their gait, their beak, and all of that. Then ensure you get them feed. It's good you feed your birds very early. When you feed them, it will activate their intestinal growth. It will stimulate their immunity. So it's good to give them feed very early. So from the 0 to 3 weeks, one bird is going to consume 350 grams of 320. Some farmers.
What? 350 grams.
350 grams.
Oh, this one.
350 grams. Great farmers.
Great nation.
Old practice is this. Farmers used to go and buy broiler super starter before to raise bullets. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You are still buying it. It is well. Why is he buying it? You like it? It's like extra value. You like? I want to know. Maybe we should stop producing 320. No. Okay. Okay. Why is he buying 5 10? And we are telling you that you don't need to buy. Why is he buying 5 10? No. I'm just telling you. Okay, you are just hearing it the first time. Because I think I've been saying this since 2020. Alright, great farmers. Okay. Whether you are buying 510 or you are buying 320, the main goal is to achieve good growth. Abi? Yes. Good. But we are telling you now, you don't need to buy 510. Save your money. Your bed is still do well. Buy 320. See, the nutrition for broiler has been designed for what? Broiler. The nutrition for layers has been designed for layers. Why don't you continue using 512 when your birds are laying? Why now? Why? Tell me why now? So, for the fact that you know that you cannot use broiler finisher, as your feed is feed, Abi. Alright. For the fact that you know that you cannot use broiler finisher for layers, that's supposed to tell you that you don't need to use broiler super starter for breeds. It has been designed that they are meant to produce eggs. This has been designed they are meant to produce meat. So we advise you, issue with becking, prolapse, having they are flying up and down. No. When you use 510, sorry, when you use 320, yes, from day 0 to 3 weeks. And again, all you need for 320 is 350 grams for one bird. So if you are getting 1,000 birds, just multiply 350 grams by 1,000. Then when you multiply that, divide it by 1,000 again, that will convert to what? Kg. So that will be 350 kg. Divide it by 50 or divide it by 25. Whichever one your farm wants to buy, you have 50 kg. We can sell for you. Alright? So we have 25 kg too. Yes, if you want 50 kg of layers, we can give you. If you want 25, we can give you. Alright, so depends on your own capacity. 50 birds. So now multiply 350 grams times 50. How many will that give you? 350 grams multiplied by 50 will give us how many? 17,500. Yes, divided by 1,000, that will give you 17.5 kg. Yes, you can see that even the 50 birds, they cannot finish one bag. Yes, unlike broiler, that 50 birds will consume one bag. But pullet, 50 birds of super G-crumb, they will not consume up to one bag. So save your money. I want you to make money. Yes, Papa, you are at our hearts. So, and if you get that right, let me tell you, you will stimulate the GIT. You will stimulate the immune system. And you not have be rushing up and down. The birds are pecking at 6 weeks, at 7 weeks. You won't have that. Now, when they are done, within 3 weeks, 21 days, you see them to cheek, crumble. That will be from 4 weeks now to 8 weeks. So then they can consume more. Okay? So one bird now is going to consume 1,200 grams. So 1,200 grams multiplied by 50. I'm using 50. Do you know what reason I'm using 50? Yes, one carton. You know, I'm trying to be a trader now. How many carton? 10 carton, 5 carton, 2 carton. We all know that 50 birds in one carton. So if you are getting 1,000 birds, multiply by 1,000. If you are getting 5,000, multiply by 5,000. So for some of us that want to go into the business, just go back home, sit down. How much is the price of bag? Ask 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what I have to invest. If your money is meant for, if your 10 million is meant for 2,000 birds, just stay on the 2,000. So you can get all your fees. Alright? Now, you multiply that by 50. How many will it give us? 1,200 multiplied by 50. How many? 62,500. Yes, 62,500 divided by 1,000. How many is that? 2.5. Sir? 62.5. 62.5 divided by what? 25. Just 2 bag plus. 2.5. Exactly. 2.5. 2.5 bags. Are you seeing it now? So why now buying broiler super starter? Save your money. Broiler super starter is more expensive than the super G-crumb. Am I correct? Yes. And what you want to get, there are 3 factors That's your target. Number one, uniformity. Abi?
Yes.
Number two, weight gain. Number three, the growth. That's the tibial length. Yes. So you want those birds to be of uniform growth, have good sizes, so that when they enter into production, you don't have to spend too much in wasting for them to reproduce. Right. So now, yes, we move to the third phase. Yes, I'm explaining the 4+1. I've mentioned 1, 3, 2, 0. Second one, 3, 2, 1. The third one, 3, 2, 2. That's the growing phase. Now, you've left the rearing phase. You know, the breeding temperature, all those ventilation, the overstocking, you are done with that. So now, they are growing phase. Right? That will be from 8 weeks now to 15 weeks.
9 to 15 weeks.
Sorry, 9 weeks.
9 to 15 weeks.
From 9 weeks to 15 weeks. Now, one bird is going to consume 3,000 grams of 3 to 2. Some farmers, they like crumble so much. And the advantage of that crumble is actually correct anyway. Once they pick one crumb, they take in the whole nutrients. So you don't need to be rubbing up and down. You go in there or be spreading. So we also have grower pellets. We have grower mash. We have grower pellets. So one bird is going to consume 3,000 grams. So multiply that 3,000 grams, multiply by the number of birds you have. So if at a go, if you call anyone, Frank, I want to raise 5,000 pullets. Give me the quantity of feed I need to buy from the 0 to the 15. I think everybody can do it, right? Yes. That's my job. So if you can do that, you know how much is one bag, right? You know how much you are meant to give for feed. Okay. So just multiply by the number of birds you have, multiply by. Then there are things to watch out at these 15 weeks. For some farmers that are breeding birds, at least at 15 weeks, your bird should be above 1.3, 1.2 kg. Yes. No, I don't get 1.5 at 15 weeks. So if you get 1.5 at 15 weeks, okay, 1.2, 1.3, yes. But at least at 18 weeks, 1.4, 1.5. Now I will tell us, for some, those that are buying point of lay, watch out for their weight and uniformity. That should be your goal, not their age. That's why some of us will buy birds. They say their point of lay at 18 weeks. They will wait till after 1 month again, 20 weeks, before they see one egg.
Yes.
Abi?
Yes.
Even if you are brooding too, if you are brooding and you are not giving them the right feed, you are not giving them enough feed, they will not attain the weight. Now, when they've attained the weight and they not start laying, there's another thing you need to do at that point. I will tell you. Now, so at 15 weeks, and you check the weight is already 1.2. Don't wait until you see egg. So people will start feeding the birds, so they will be on lower mash until they attain 10%. You don't need that. Yes, if you feed your birds continuously with grower, they will start laying for you. But once they attain 2 kg and you've taken 5% out of the population, let's say take 5% of 1,000 birds, and you divide it 1.2, 1.25, switch them to pre-layer. Or I say pre-layer. Yes. Some farmers, they will go and buy layer mash. Once they want to switch them to layer mash, they go and buy layer mash and buy grower mash. And mix it. That's old method. So let me now tell you the disadvantage. Disadvantage is this: most distributors, they don't have the layers on their shelf. When you know that your birds have attained 1.2, please come to Dutchman. Sir, my bird is this age. When you are making your next order, I need pre-layer. Everybody will buy what they will sell. If you don't know the advantage of the pre-layer, why should he buy it? So what we are telling you now, the advantage of pre-layer is this: Not that you will not see prolapse at all when your birds are when you sign them, but the number of prolapse you encounter will be minimal. What you can even regulate. So, and that level of calcium and phosphorus for laying must be balanced. So once the birds start eating Luvaten 1.2 at 15 weeks or at 14 weeks, switch them to prelay. For that prelay, they will just be on that prelay for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. So now, one bed for prelayer, how many tell? 1,650. Yeah. Multiply by number of birds. I'm very sure it's not even up to 89 grams per day for those birds, and they will consume. So ensure you feed them pre-layer. Don't mix layer and lower mash for them again. It's as if you are accommodating for them yourself. So it will never be balanced. Alright? Farmers. Now, another issue is this. For layer farmers, when you attain 5% production, and it will be on that pre-layer for over 3 weeks. Once you attain 5% production, yes, another advantage for the pre-layer is the egg size will be big. To be big, it will not look smallish. So that they will not come and be buying it at the bullet size. So you can easily be giving them good feed. So, at the layer phase now, we want to switch them from pre-layer to layers. Please, don't switch them overnight. Don't say, I have attained 5% to 6%. Yeah, give all of them layer mash. No, don't do that. It will require you 3 days for you to switch. Now, day 1, 75, you are going to mix it. Yes, I will give you the ratio. The ratio is, let's say you want to switch from pre-layer to layer mash. Now, day 1, you are going to mix 75% of the pre-layer mash. Mix it with 25%, that's 3 to 1 ratio. So if you are using 5 bags, just do 3 to 1 of the 5 bags per day. If you are using 50 bags, okay. Now, from day 1, you want to switch from pre-layer to layers, right? You are going to mix 75% portion of what you are consuming that day. You are going to mix it with 25% of the new feed you want to introduce to them. That's day 1. Let's assume they are consuming 5 bags or 6 bags. So you just do 3 to 1. So 6 bags now, how are you going to 75% of the 6 bags for the pre-layer, 25% of the 6 bags of the layers. Alright, that's day 1. Day 2, you are going to mix 50% of the pre-lay and 50% of the layers. That will be 3 bags, abi? Day 3, 25% of the pre-layer and 75% of the layers. Do you get it now? Great farmers, day 4, complete. That day, you are supposed to do one thing. Look at the quantity of food they consume. Whether to increase it or to reduce it. You know, it's not the same energy, protein, everything that is in pre-lay. It's not the same thing in layers. Good. Now for the layers, for new hope, we have 4 types of layer feed.
Yes.
Great farmers, all of you, all your birds, are they of the same age? So why are you complaining? So, or we should still add more. Alright. I will give you reasons why we are adding. Why? When we came on board, we started with the professional line, which was 3 to 4. It was very expensive. Farmers complain. We now brought out the 3 to 4 each. When they tasted, they said, no, we don't want the 3 to 4 each. We want this 3 to 4. And I said, okay. We now brought out 3 to 4, 3 to 4N. Now, here are the differences. For 3 to 4, if you know you are not taking your birds to the hatchery, your eggs rather, sorry, if you are not taking your eggs to the hatchery, you don't have a breeder farm, you don't make it. That's condition 1.
Yes, you don't need 3 to 4.
3 to 4. I'm starting with 3 to 4. No alphabet behind. 3 to 4. 1. If you are not taking your eggs to the hatchery for the purpose of DOC, you don't need it. 1. Number 2. Yes. If you know that you don't have problem with your production, you are not maybe if you know you don't have problem with your production is going well as I can when maybe and you don't have any disease outbreak, you are battling with production to come up, you don't need 3 to 4. And if you know you don't have time to feed your birds, to consume more feed, you still don't need 3 to 4. Are you with me? Yes. Okay. So those are the 3 conditions that if your farm is having challenges, you want to switch from one field to the other to correct it for you. Maybe probably there's an outbreak on your farm, or there's a crash in production. Maybe using one antibiotics or using one thing, or lighting problem, and you want it to be corrected. That is when you can use 3 to 4. If you are not in any of this class, you don't need 3 to 4. All right. Now the commercial one that you need, is the 3 to 4H. The 3 to 4H, yes, that one you are taking your egg to the market for purpose of consumption. 3 to 4H. 3 to 4H. Yes. And if you are done with your pre-layer, go to 3 to 4H. Let me just stop there for you. Let me pause there. The difference between 3 to 4 and 3 to 4H is this. If your bird is consuming 105 of 3 to 4H, it will consume 95 grams of 3 to 4. They will consume less of the 3 to 4 than the 3 to 4H. Are you with me now? If your bird is you are getting 80% production with 3 to 4H, consuming 90 grams, for you to maintain that 80% of 3 to 4H, you need to feed them an extra 10 grams of 3 to 4H. So the grammage intake of 3 to 4H is higher than 3 to 4. Do we get it now? Now that's for 3 to 4H. We now have 3 to 4T. That T is pellets. One physical feature, this is mash and this is pellets. Both are for commercial. Are you with me now? Because some farmers, maybe some of them they are government worker, or some they don't have time, they want to visit their place, they just give them all the feeds in the morning and go. So once they take one pellet, the whole feed nutrient is being absorbed. Unlike mash, that you need to be rubbing, you need to be spreading, checking time in the afternoon. But for 3 to 40, you can give them, but there's one condition with 3 to 40. There must be water. When they consume mash,
like eating bread and beans.
if you can classify it that way, no problem. Ensure there is water, enough water. All right. So once there's enough water, but the water should not spill over and affect your feed. Of course, you know that definitely. You are letting them be enough water. So as they consume, you'll be taking water. Then when you just come, you pick the eggs and you are good to go. Now, for our economic farmers, we have 3 to 4M mash. Yes, it's economy, because it's out of your feedback. That's why we are giving you these responses. Before you go back, it's the feedback that we get from you that we take back to the company to produce what you want. All right. So that 3 to 4M now, that one bed can consume 125 grams for 20. Yes, 125. When 3 to 4 they are consuming 110 to 115. For 3 to 4M, they consume 125, 120 grams conveniently. Those are just the differences. Feed intake.
So when it comes to the quality of the feed, you still get it there. But some farmers want something that will be easy and be very, very cheap for them.
So we are also ready to give you anything you want. Yes. This 50 kg, some farmers requested for it. Yeah, you can still produce about 25 kg. And yet we have about 50 kg. Great farmers. I think that's all the program. 320, 321, 322, 323. That's the 4. Now the 1 is this. You can choose between 324, which is be your own one, 324H, 324T, or 324M. And you cannot use them at the same time. Abi?
So that's the 1. Great farmers. So for layers now, I would love to ask one question.
Before you go into that question, the conversion of the feed for us to know one bag of feed for the layers, we didn't complete it, but we completed the layers one last one.
For us to know how many?
The layers.
You said now.
Down. Just stopped at 8 weeks. I know it's written that I want him to explain. And to open it up because we did the brother it was open in the hand.
Okay, layers is closed.
Yeah, we wanted to finish everything.
Okay, now for layers. Okay, great farmers.
So you stopped at 8 weeks. So 9 to 15 weeks, you did not expatiate more.
Okay.
You only gave us the one bread to take 3,000 grams.
Okay.
We didn't do the rest calculation, we just left it like that.
No, look at it now. From 16 weeks, from 16 weeks, one bed is going to consume 1,650 multiplied by the number of beds that you have. Yes, convert it to grammage, yes. Abi? So now, when at this stage now, I can tell you, your bed will consume around 80-something grams per bed. Sir? 82.10, 80% grams per bed. So that's what one bed will consume. So when they are already consuming 80 grams or 82.something grams per bed, until they start producing egg for you, that's when they achieve that 5% production, before you think of giving them layer mash. Hold on, please. Now, what are the things that you're supposed to do when you achieve 1.4 or 1.5 that your birds are still not laying? It's very simple. When the birds is already 1.4, you take their weight and you check the percentage and they are overweighing. That's to show you that birds have accumulated enough fats on their reproductive organ. And what are the things you're supposed to do? You can give them liver tonic. Give them liver tonic. Check the hours of light you expose them to. Thank you, sir.
So if it's 15 hours, 16 hours, what you're supposed to do at that point, you reduce it to probably 14 hours. Then give them good liver tonic. Keep observing them. You can also reduce the feed intake. Alright? You can also reduce the feed intake. So all those fats that is blocking all the reproductive system, they will utilize. But please, at that stage, you can give choline chloride itself. No wahala. But not when your birds are already laying for you. When your birds are already laying for you, you are enjoying your 80-something% production. When you give them choline chloride fat, it's going to crash. That's if you give them pure choline chloride, it's going to drop your production. And you have to select between mortality and production. Abi? So it's just like the red goosey and the deep goosey. Which one do you want to jump into? So if you want to maintain your birds, production will crash, and with time you can bring them back on board. But if you cannot enter into peak, you can give them the choline chloride. Alright. Then one of the differences among these fields is this: what DO is guaranteeing you. I've seen it on the farm, and I will love one of the farmers here to testify if what I'm saying is wrong. DO is guaranteeing if you use 324, you will see 80% reduction for over 8 months. How many of us are responsible here? Thank you, sir. So you see, 80% production for over 8 months. 3 to 4 age, you can see 6 and above. 3 to 4 age, you can see 6 to and above, 6 to 7, 80% production. So if you are doing that and you are getting that, meaning one bird have produced over 280 eggs for you in 1 year. Alright. Great farmers. Ma, you were about to ask a question. Okay, I've answered. Okay, sir.
I'm happy that you discussed something about it, right?
Yes.
I have a challenge in my farm. And one of the challenges is that by 23 weeks to 25 weeks,
yes, sir,
my production is around 70 to 80%.
Yes.
But just few days in, when they get to 30 weeks, when they get to the peak, which I expect that by 28 weeks, I have to get more money. And the production started dropping.
Okay.
And they lost a lot of feathers. And now I check that there's a problem of protein content in that. Yes, I'm using your feed. I know that very well. So now, what I want to do now is that I want to, from what we discussed with us right here,
yes,
I want to create more space.
Okay.
And that's Benji.
Okay.
Then I'm talking about. So I want to create more space for them in order to see what I can make to get back to my normal production. Now, although I got two solutions over here, you said I should use my liver tonic and light. Okay. What do you think I can do to let them get more protein for what has already applied in the past? What do you think I can do about that?
All right, thank you for more protein, ba.
Oh yes, you know they've lost feather, that's molting, right? And a lot of protein have gone to that, and it's normal too. It's normal when they get substantial age, they change their what feathers,
And their production will go down.
and production will drop. It's physiology. You understand now? So what you can do is to check their feed intake. Probably increase their feed intake. If you do that now, create a lot of space for them and increase their feed intake. With time, I believe they will come back to production. Alright, sir. Then another thing again, you know, even when you want to change some things, probably price of feed, you're having issue, you can do force smoothing. That's what happened to those birds then. Alright, so but they will come back, just keep monitoring them, increase their feed intake, they will come back to their production. Alright, sir. But don't go and add bone meal or anything about protein source. We've given you the minimum crude protein they need in the feed. Alright, so rather go for professional. Yes, go for 3 to 4. Change them to 3 to 4 for 2 weeks. If they are on 3 to 4 age, you know that this is a challenge now, I mean, yes, and you want to correct it. So go for 3 to 4, probably for 2 weeks. When they are back, you can return them back to 3 to 4 age. Alright.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and thank you. I want to talk on that feeding program.
Okay. Which one lay your brother?
Just measure on 322T. Although I thought nutrient value, then price, cost is involved. Cost those, but you are dabaru everything in my life now. So,
all right. Okay. All right.
Alright. The question is, you want me to throw more light to 322T? Right. Yes. The 322T is still at the growing phase, right? So, which I've said earlier, I said 322 is mash, 322T is pellets. Some farmers don't have time to be rubbing and going over. That's why some people prefer 320, which is the crumble, 321 crumble, 322T, which is the pellet, and 324T, which is also the pellet.
And the value, the nutrient value, is it the same?
The nutrient value, of course, the energy and the protein.
The cost is different.
For the cost price, I will see. Now you are jumping the gun. Just hold on. I have slide that we are going to discuss the cost, especially when it comes to labor. But to be sincere with you, of course, you know that for 322T, the bird will consume less. That's why it's being pellets and it's cheaper. So either with 322 or 322T, the goal is to achieve your 1.2 maximally at the maximum phase of 15 weeks. So and you will get it. For the cost, the prices are not the same. 322 is expensive than 322T, and you don't expect us to give you the same price. 322T and 324H, they are all layer free, but they are not the same price. Know that we've added, for you to see pellet and mash, the differences are there. So in terms of price, we will forget it. That's why even 324, 324H, 324T, 324M, they are not the same price. You don't expect their performance to be the same. Alright. We want, the way we have different ages of farmers is also the same way we want everybody to be here.
Great farmers, great nations. Yes, thank you for this type of program. Also, I thank Tottenham.
Okay.
But you are fine. There should be difference in price. But by simple logic, one expects mash to be lesser than pellet. But your pellet is lesser in price. There is an added work on pellet. Then why is it that pellet is lesser? And you are saying they have the same nutrient value.
All right. By wisdom, great farmers, by wisdom, he said pellets are supposed to be more expensive than mash. Now I will tell you. From the ingredients that we use in pelletizing our feed, we spend lesser amount of money. We make less profit on mash. That's the next truth. We make less profit on mash. If everybody can agree to use pellets, we'll be happy. It's easier for us to compress some energy into pellets than mash. Alright? So you that you are using 3240, you will get your results, because once they take the pellet, they take the whole nutrient. Yes, there are some ingredients that we can use pellets to produce, why we can't use that same ingredient to produce mash. All right? Thank you. Okay. A question. See, wait, great farmers, can you do this for me, please? I have a lot of slides I want to share with us. If we, okay, all right, and I have just 10 more minutes. So if we spend the whole time asking questions, I'm not sure we will be able to die. Or you want me to come back? Okay, please, great farmers, I think what we should do is this. While I present this, write down your questions. Write down your question, then pass it across. We'll be asking the question one after the others. Great farmers, but before you write down your question, I have a question to ask. How much is a crate of egg? Okay, let's have a price. How much is a crate of egg now? 5,000. Sir? 4,800. Okay, let's take a uniform price. 5,000. Right? How much of feed are you spending to produce one egg? Can anybody answer that question? How much of feed you are buying feed for 18,000, 16,000, 18,000? Abi one bag for layer mash. 20,000. How much of that 20,000 are you spending to produce one egg to sell it for 5,000 naira per crate? Hello, great farmers. If you can answer the question, there is no point for me to present it. Just go ahead. But if you know you cannot answer it, let me just go ahead. All right. Now, please pay attention, because this is the reason why. Now, this is the reason why some farmers don't even know how much they spend to produce one egg. They will just say, okay, my own egg is 4,000 naira, my own egg is 3,000. Do you even know how much you are spending on feed to produce one egg? I understand what that man is trying to say, that yes, out of other expenses, miscellaneous. But before you can add miscellaneous, the practice of your own farm, I cannot use your own farm to judge for everybody. The only thing I can use to judge is the cost of feed. That is what is uniform to everybody. Am I correct? Yes. So that is why I will not dive into other miscellaneous. Cost of vaccine, cost of this, cost of that. Alright? So now, if you divide 5,000, divide by 30, how much will it give you? 5,000, I mean, one crate is 30 eggs now. 166. So 167 naira is what you are selling one egg. For those selling for 5,000, if you are selling for 4,008 or any amount you are selling on your farm. If it's 4,800, divide it by 30. Whether 4,800 or 5,000 or whether 2,000 or whatever you are selling your egg. Just as I'm presenting it now, just be judging yourself by yourself. All right. Okay. When you now have that, oh, I need this one. So when you now have that, whether you are using 324H, you are using 324M, you are using whatever feed to produce that amount of egg, is what you are supposed to be thinking about when it comes to profit making. Some people will tell you, meal will be so expensive. Meanwhile, they are using 130 grams to produce one egg. Great farmers. All right. Now, we are going to. I want us to take your time. I will explain this. So, if you have any question, write it down. This is a farm. Now, the age of the bird is 54 weeks. If I were you, I'll write these points down and I'll be putting my own farm. I'll be putting it. Because all these parameters, they are not correct. The one that is correct is the one from your own farm. That's what I want you to use. Alright. Now, age of your bird, you know it, right? 55 weeks old, 10 weeks old, 16 weeks old, know it, like that. The name of your farm, Farm Solomon, example. How many bags are you using per day? How many bags are you using per day? This farm is using 13 bags. Alright. So this farm is using 13 bags. Then the price at which you are buying that bag per bag, put it. If you are using 324H, you are using 324M, you are using whatever feed you are using, the price at which the feed will get to your farm, that's what you should put. Don't put this one though. This is just an example. Add this now. That is why I said this is just an example. So you really want to judge yourself. The company price, just put the price, the landing price to your farm, put it there. Then the number of birds that you have that is consuming that 13 bags. If it's 5,000, 2,000, add it. Then production percentage. How many percentage of production? This farm is doing 88%. So if the number of birds is 2640, and is producing 88%. That is, the number of eggs is 2323. So if you are producing 800 egg and your bet is 1000, you know that's 80%. So put it. Then the cost of feed to produce one egg. Cost of feed to produce the price at which the landing price of feed is getting to your farm. If it's 20,000, write it. The number of bags you are using per day. 10 bag, 13 bag, 2 bag, 3 bag, put it. Divide it by the number of eggs that bag will give you. That will give you 71 naira. Now, 71 naira. If a crate is being sold for 5,000 or 8,000, then divide it by the number of eggs it's going to give you. Then the profit margin, just remove that one from what you are getting. That is the price of the egg per one at 2,700 per crate. That's 71 times 30 now. So when you have this kind of crate to give you 90 egg, then the profit margin, remove that, how much you are spending from, that's how much you spend on one egg now, from the price of one. Do you get it? Do you all get it? Now, when you get to this point, and the cost of feed, you can get to this point, right? 71 naira. That's what you spend to produce one egg. Now, whatever amount you are selling the egg, if it's 5 crates, right? Divide that 1 crate by 30. If you are selling 1 crate for 5,000, divide by 30. That will give you 167 minus what you have spent to produce that one egg. Of that for feed now. That will give you your profit margin. Great farmers, do we get it? Now, what am I trying to showcase here? If you use 13 bag of New Hope to get 88%, and you are using 15 bag of another feed to get that same 88%, are they the same? No. So that's where the profit margin of you comes in. Most farms, hardly will you see them consuming 125 grams of milk feed, hardly, except the best at home. Am I correct? I was at the farm on last week Thursday. 324 one bird was consuming 106 grams at 87% production. So when you have this, you don't have to trouble yourself over price. So farmers, they say feeding hope is most expensive. Why are they still buying it? Because they feed less to achieve a higher production. Now that's for brother. Everybody has any question on this? Want to tackle me? Please, no more like, don't tackle me, please. We want to learn from one another. All right.
We understand. I personally understand you want to sell your product, but why can't you give us more knowledge? You don't have cost of labor, lighting, there is none. You don't have to show. You have get
I'm your profit.
Cost of so this is, to me, this is a cost of feed. This is cost of feed. So generally, we have the cost of production here.
Great farmer. I think before I started this presentation, I said the only thing that is uniform to all of us here is the price of feed. Abi? Yes. If I add cost of lighting, cost of labor, is it the same price you have? How much you pay your farmer? Is it the same thing he's paying?
Let's perform experience as this.
Great farmer, you know.
But let's teach you everything.
Great farmers.
Let me just a sample now. You can do that from your process.
And we are saying that we are saving money from this going to have our own, we generate our own electricity, we have our own well, drop the farm. Please, let me go. We spend a lot of money, but these big millers, they just be talking about the price of the meat, the price of the egg, and profit is what the farmers are taking. They are having a cost of egg. And most people that have left the farm because of all these things, it's good to buy and sell. When you buy and sell, you make profit. And you not even think of clothes. Like now we have clothes. And because you are going to use, and it depends on the people that you are buying fish from. They will not give you credit. And if you don't give you credit, go to the bank.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. I understand. Yes. Okay. I'm not saying it's correct. I said it's a template. Abi? I that was why I said. Okay. All right. Those farmers, you know, that's the beauty of this forum. Yes, that's the beauty of this forum. You know, it's all these things you are saying to us now. That will be our own feedback. Abi? Yes. We welcome criticism because we want to improve, right? And I've said it earlier, even before I started the presentation. I said this thing though, follow it as template. What is unique to everybody? Yes, your own farm. The price of feed, the landing cost of your own farm is not the same thing with its own landing cost. That was why I said you are the one to judge yourself. How much I'm selling my head, is it favorable to me or not? All right?
I just want to add what she is trying to say.
Okay.
What is that you are following this your template before you fix price for us.
No.
Wait, let me come there.
All right.
Your fee is expensive. I told you something in my discussion. Or there's something that I present my business for someone.
Great farmers, no farmer. See, why I'm sharing us with this, I want us to have, is because now we are getting a deeper insight. That is why we are able to raise this kind of observation and talk. Because in any business, you need to know we are into the business of profit now. So we need to know whether we are making it or not. So if you say that this maybe because you think farmers are making money, that's why we are increasing price. No, their own reason why the price go up today, why go up tomorrow. I've not mentioned anything about raw materials.
Yes, cost of materials.
I've not mentioned anything about cost of labor here for factory now. This is just your own farm template as for your own use. All right, so continue, sir.
Let me come in. See, to show you that what you are trying to say, it may not be correct. It may be correct. Recently, I presented a proposal to a farmer. A new farmer coming to the field, over 30,000 beds. Now, I compare I said to do my calculation, my cost of something of your own feed. I found out that the price the cost is so high. Scary. Now, I said, the farmer, when I present, I defend my something, my proposal, the farmer refused to, he said, yeah, you will too much. Now, I now say, okay, which about feed am I using? I say, so because we are poor, I present that proposal. Then I try to go to another, I have to go back home and see what can I do in order to arrive at the same junction. Then I use other feeds and their cost. Meanwhile, as an experienced farmer, I know I'm going to arrive at the same junction. But I just want to let them know that this feed, what happened is that the quality is there, but it's too expensive. Now, I now defend the other parts, and they take my something. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
In my conclusion over there, I discussed with one of you over there. I give the same thing I discussed with him. What I want you to understand over here, we farmers, we are after profit. You understand me now? We want you to do something for us. The price of that feed is too high to be carried with you. Your feed they have a high quality. You know that. But just try to work on that price for us.
All right, great farmers. All right, now what you are asking us to do I will give you. It's a very simple analogy. You want to have two things at the same time. You want to have cheaper price, highest quality. Let me tell you, you have to choose one. There are some feed 6-7 years back, they've never seen 90% production before. Am I wrong? How many before Neo came? How many farmers have ever experienced 90% production before? Be sincere that you've seen 90% production. Okay. Now, presently now, which feed company can give you 92% production? Yes. Now, okay, great farmers. No. Great farmers. Now, can you compare that price of that Teratica with you? Alright, okay, no problem. It's a good one. Great farmers. Alright, I will look into Teratica. No problem. I will look into the Teratica. Alright? Now, but I can still tell you that Teratica is not coming cheap. Compared to what he's saying, because one of the reasons why we have those classes 324, 3248, 3224M, 3240 is to be on your own lane. There are some farmers that even at 70% production, they make more profit than the farmers that is even doing 80% production. Am I correct? So know what works for you. Know what works for you. If it's 3240 that works for you, fine. 3240, they will consume 1 row 6 grams, and I'm getting my 80% production for over 6 months. It's okay. I've seen farmers that have sold off their beds at even 80 weeks. They said they've achieved what they want to achieve. While I've seen farmers that over 120 something weeks, they still have those beds on their farm doing 80% production. So, sir, what I've presented here is a template. Okay? Is a template for you to be able to know. And that's what I was asked. I think you were able to answer me now. How much can you spend on feed to produce 1 egg? Then I will really believe that yes. Because I will not add, you don't expect me to add cost of drug. You may not use drugs. Now I've seen a farmer that a whole year did not buy 1 single antibiotics. So you don't expect me to be adding cost of drug here. I don't expect me to be adding cost of labor. Some people will use, some people for 1,000 beds, they are supposed to use 2 staff. Some people use 1 staff, depending on their management. So it's just a template. Alright? Great farmers. So then our question, my time is almost over, please. Next time we are going to talk about security. Our next we have see our series of lectures that we can discuss to improve your farm and all these feedbacks. I'm also taking notes. Like this man I was mentioning here, I will also go and check what is their feed consumption, what is their egg production. Alright. So for some of that have questions, please let us itemize them one after the other. Great farmers.
Let's see your additional for broiler.
Oh, for broiler, good. For layers. Alright, now for broiler, the main factor for broiler is this: feed conversion ratio. Okay, yes, for broiler, feed conversion ratio. Just like we explained, beside our professional feed, if you use 6 bags, right? If you use 6 bags, you can get your 2 kg. There are some feed I will not mention their name.
That's 10. 6 fruits.
No, I can't use that because we are taking the summary of the whole performance. Alright? I cannot use only 510. If I use only 510, whatever you get, most likely SCR or only 510 is usually 1-to-1. That is, they will consume 500 grams to achieve around 500 body weight. 500 by 500, that's 1. Abi? Or probably 1.1. So, but I'm taking the summary of everything. So, for this one now, this is our T-series. And after consuming that 3.5 kg, to achieve 2 kg. The FCR is around 1.75. So this is the template. Average price of the feed. Whatever you are buying the price, you go and divide it per kg. If you are using 6 bags, that's 3.5 kg per bed. How much is per kg? You use that, divide it by 25. This is 25 kg. Multiply it by the FCR. That will tell you cost of it to produce 1 kg. The sales of broiler is per kg now, abi? Some will say 2,800, some 3,000. How much have you spent to get that 1 kg? So if you are selling for 2,008, multiply it by 2 kg, 2.5 or 2 kg multiplied by 2,008. So that's just the simple summary. Alright. So for any question regarding that, just the same thing. And here, look at the miscellaneous now. Somebody was saying, I cannot do like that. I cannot do like that. Now, if you want me to use this to calculate for you, I have to come to your farm. I will sit you down. How much is the cost of DOC as at when you stop? How much is the cost of labor? How much is the cost of this? How much is the cost of feed? So, and I think the only thing that we have in common here is feed. So that's why I'm using feed.
Sir, see, what you are input is a formula, it's a general formula. You also give us experiments. You say it's template. Why can't you use that formula? And you say you saying this, but to us, you focus on your what you want to market. So why can't you put that template so that you know?
Sir, please don't answer him. I don't want to answer him again. Please. Great farmers. Great farmers. Great farmers. Great farmers. Go farmer. Please, who else agrees with what he said? No. Who agrees with what he said? So, sir, please, nobody agree with you. Please, just. Yes. Hello, one else, please. My name is Ewan. I'll be using New Hope. Right from there, I'm giving me the correct.
Great farmers, please, one house, please. This discussion, I believe all of us are all mature here. And what you just said, and the reaction you got from everybody shows that it's not valid. Now, let us pay attention to what he has to say.
All right, my name is Ewan.
Hello, sir.
I've been using New Hope right from the beginning of the building of the bed. Today is giving me the correct percentage I need from them. But the problem I have is that when they lay for 2 weeks, I was not selling my egg at bullet. I was selling it at medium.
Thank you.
But today, there are some times you will buy feed, they will give you big egg. There are some days some weeks you will buy, they will give you small egg. Why? Please. Temperature. All right, great farmers. No farmer. I believe you were here, sir. I believe you were here when the lecture, right? Now, hold on. You know, we said 75% of eggs contain water. When feed intake drop, water intake drop, it will affect egg size. Mind you are the one that is looking for egg. The chicken is not looking for egg. The chicken wants to be alive. The reproductive and the physiological system will be in place when there is what? A good management. Alright? So for that egg now, don't worry. Do what we said today. If you have any challenge, Totmark will help you. Alright. Great farmers. So I have some questions with me here. So I will be taking the question now. What could be responsible for chicken of the same breed to be biting one another to death? Alright. Great farmers, chicken don't bite too. because they don't have teeth, they peck. Alright. So one, for pecking, we call it cannibalism. That's the terminology. So, and there are several factors that could make chicken to peck. Number one, overstocking. When you overstock your bird, there will be generation of heat. Number two, overgrown beak. Beak. When the beak is overgrown, yes, when the beak is overgrown, it tends to what? It's out of play. They will be pecking on each other. They are trying to exercise their muscle. So you depict them. Then another thing that can cause it, nutritional imbalance. Yes. That's why at times you see some farmers, they will add salt. They will add salt to their feed or water. When you serve meal and the nutrient is not balanced, they will be what? Cannibalism. So those are the things. And what are the things you need to do? For heat, we have discussed that. Abi? Yes. For the pecking due to the overgrown pig, you depict them. And please, don't depict during the hot day, during the hot afternoon because of blood, bleeding. Yes. That's that. Then for the nutrition, leave that one to us. Okay. You can please share the slides of okay, no problem. It's already shared already. You will have it with you. So how many gram of feed? Broiler, okay, for broiler, how many gram of feed will 50 birds take from 5 to 8 weeks to achieve? No. We've not discussed this one. No, we've only discussed up to 6 weeks. So please, for the other question, just keep feeding them on.
Okay. You said we should give
on finisher. Yes. So 1,000, add extra 1,500 grams to it to 8 weeks. Alright. Please, I've been having issue with Coxy. Okay. On my beds. They are 17 weeks. They are on free range. Because great farmers for coccidiosis, free range.
free range.
Please, you have to provide a cage for your birds. Even though you treat them, when they go to another place. But the only thing I would not advise us is this: for farmers that are using consider vaccine, please open your ears. Follow the manufacturer procedures. But I will not advise you to use consider vaccine. Anything you are trying to prevent, if you are not careful, it's either you have a break or you have a failure, and any of these things can affect your birds. Alright, so for this, for free range birds, try and gauge them. We have plenty anti-contagious drugs, plenty. We have the field graded and we have the water soluble. So, and just come to talk about pharmaceutical, they will give you good drugs. Example, Embazine Forts, Adacox, a lot of them, a lot. Then, yes, lot. They are not the same weight. Should I separate them for Alright, for those that are doing mixed farming, please try and separate your flocks. Alright, great farmers. I think those are the questions. Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's it.
This one.
Okay.
Alright, so this is the last question for today. Now, when I feed the pullets, my pullet did not eat well. With pellet feed. Yes. My pullet did not eat well and they waste feed. But when I add water to the feed, great farmers, yes, so yes. Have you heard of fermentation poultry? Fermenting poultry. Have you heard of that? Yes. There are some farmers that give fermented feed, that is, they will soak it with water to their birds and they consume it. But I will advise you, from me, that's not even done in Nigeria. Eh? Don't add it to the water. You are exposing them. If they don't consume that feed on time, mycotoxins. If they are finishing, good, but it's still aggressive. Find a way. Okay. And what to do is very simple. If it's very wet today, tomorrow make it a little bit wet. Next tomorrow make it a little bit dry. Till they start getting used to dry food. Alright? Because there's chances of mold growth. Because most of those feed material are from grains. Yes. Grain farmers, at this junction, can I drop the mic? Thank you so much.
Yes, please let's appreciate Dr. Frank. Let's appreciate Dr. Frank. We really want to appreciate New Hope Feed. To be frank, they have come to the market with data. There's one thing I appreciate them about is the fact that they come with figures. And if there's anything I want us to take home today, is the fact that we must know how much we are spending. That calculation he was trying to show us, I don't want us to take it lightly. Please, let's take it as an assignment for us. How much are we spending in producing maybe a crate of egg as far as feed is concerned? Now, I don't want us to get it wrong. Definitely, when you are calculating your profits, you will definitely consider other costs. But at least, we should be able to know how much is costing me to produce this and this. And I really want to appreciate what the Poultry Association of Nigeria is doing for us of recent. You find out that at the point, the buyers of our product determines our price. But all of a sudden, the Poultry Association came out with a determined process. They begin to tell us that farmers, when they come to you, don't sell less than this. And it was working. Most times we are forced to sell even below our cost of production. And you know where the problem is? We don't even know what the cost of production is. And so if there's something we must take home today, is the fact that what we are doing is no longer an hobby. It is business. And so we must undo this, our work as business. We must know how much we are putting in. We must know what we expect even from our staff. And I know that if we can have all this at mind, we will get somewhere. Having said that, I want to welcome our friend, the chairman of the Zone Poultry Association of Nigeria, Ogun State. He's going to give us a word of welcome. And after that, and if he has any information that will be beneficial to all farmers, we have that opportunity. Mr. Shola, can we have you, please? Let's appreciate it. It's not easy to be a chairman. I thought you would keep appreciating it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Great Thomas. Great Thomas. bullying us. They are canceling us. A lot of things are going on that we are not being aware of. But once the information comes, and we have a lot of people that can actually tap into it, then we can actually be at the head of it. So I want to plead with us to join the association. Wherever zone you belong, join the association. It doesn't cost too much. Attend meeting so that you will be have information to what is going on in the industry. I want to plead with us again to take biosecurity serious on our part. It's a take-home for us. We've been hearing news about bird flu everywhere, and that is what we are discussing in the next meeting. We are bringing in biosecurity and seminar to our farmers to let them know how to biosecure their farm. What and what is required to make your farm secured. Biosecurity, I do tell people, taking care of your water is like 50% of your biosecurity. And the other part of our security measures be taken care of, then you are free, you are good to go. Because we realize that most of these pathogens, most of these things come in through water. And if you are actually taking care of water very well, then you can be sure that your beds are safe at 50%. So I want to plead with us. Biosecurity is very, very important. We have been discussing on our group, we have been sending information to our group. If you are one of our members, you will see that we talk about biosecurity there often. It's because we want us to take that thing very serious, because our investment is all we have. We should safeguard it. Nobody is going to pay us a ransom that we lost any bets. There has been done in the past. Government will pay, okay, you lost 10,000 beds, you want to pay 5,000 per. How much are they going to pay you now? They can say they want to pay you 1,000 per bed or 2,000 per bed. The cost of producing a bullet to a laying statement is about 10,000 naira per bed. So, and if they come and give you 2,000 naira without actually bringing back your investment, no. So, I want to be with us, we should take serious about security. Now, Poultry Association of Nigeria, Otazo precisely, we have a secretariat at Songwater, very close to Domino Pizza, just sharing the place with Domino Pizza. You can come there, we have an admin secretary there that is always there every day. Come there, make inquiry. Any information that you needed, you can come and seek the information there. If you have any information for us, you can drop it there. We are not just clamoring that you should be a member of the association. We are saying that by the time we have you or you have us around you, we can actually be beckoned on when you have issues on your farm. A lot of people reach out to us when they have tax on their farms and they are disturbing them. They will call us. We will tell them, wait, we are coming. If you cannot come immediately, we will go to their office to see them. Why are you disturbing our farmers? Like I used to, I said it there last time. I said last year, the people that they gave the contract to collect tax from farmers came to the association. They said they want to charge farmers 13 naira per bed. We said no, farmer can only afford 5 naira per bed as tax. As what's it called? They call it one name like that. So we told them, so we tracked that one between January and September before we agreed on 5 naira. At the long run, the contractor could not actually make much that year. This same thing has happened this year. They have been coming to us. They want to charge farmers. We are telling them to hold on. We know what we are making as profits, and this is what we want to charge our members. And we told them, our members, this is our contact. Once they go to your farm and they want to charge you more than this, please call us. If you are not my member, there is no way you can come in and attend to your call. If at all I attend to your call, then you have to pay more at that point, because I will first of all deny you, even if I want to actually play the role of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to deny you, then later we now bring you in. But we are not going to do that. We want you to come in first, so that once you have the information, you know once they get to your farm, you let them know that no, I'm a panel member, this is how much you are supposed to pay, then you pay that amount. So please, if you are interested in joining the association, I have my admin secretary there and my welfare officer. They are behind you there. Please reach out to them. Admin secretaries, welfare, please stand up so that you can represent yourself, so that people, you can reach out to them for the information. To register is just 3,500 naira, then 2,000 naira for ID card. It's just what you need to join the association. Then you have to pay annual due every year. I was in a training at Obasanjo, the hackers seminar they did last month, and I overheard them that they pay weekly due. Weekly due. It's not even monthly due now. They pay weekly due, they pay monthly due. We are only asking you to pay a small amount for the whole year to run the association. The apartment we are using as secretariat will pay about 450,000 per annum. I'm not going to be the one to pay that money. From the dues that farmers pay, that will pay that money. We go to Abeokuta for meeting we go to Southwest for meeting. That's where we get the money from. So we are not spending the money. Any money you're paying is in the association account. Don't pay into anybody's account, and that's where we pick the money from to run the association. So that is that on the association. Also, how many people here have heard about Otamega seminar? Otamega seminar. How many people have heard about it? Oh, okay. We have at least few that have heard about it. It's an annual program in Otazone. We use it to bring about farmers together, and we are bringing them closer to input providers. It's a replicate of what we call Nigeria Poultry Show, just a mini poultry show whereby we have a lot of companies that have brought in their products for exhibition, where you can actually reach out to these people directly to get their product at a very reduced price, and you would really love to be there. It's an avenue to learn, to reach out, to connect, to exchange contact with farmers like you. So I want us to be on the lookout for it. We'll be sharing it on a lot of platforms when the flowers are out, on Total platform and other platforms like that. You'll be seeing more of it. And directly, we might be seeking the contact of people that are sitting down here today, so that we can actually reach out to you directly and let you have the information about Otamega seminar. It's coming up in August 20. This is the third Wednesday in August. So I want you to prepare your mind and be part of the program this year. If there is any question, I'm here to attend to it. And if there is no question, I'd like to drop the mic now. Thank you, and do have a lovely rest of the week.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you, our chairman. We do not intend to keep you longer than now. Please, we want to encourage every one of us to register as members of Poultry Association of Nigeria. Like you said, find out where your zone belongs to, then so that we can do the needful. It's important that we form a formidable force. This is our profession. You know, many people have their professional body, but for many of us, we don't have any other thing other than this farming we're doing. So we are the one that will make it well, and the only way we can make it well is when we form a formidable force. I want to call one volunteer that we appreciate the organizers of this meeting tonight. You are so glad about this meeting, and you want to say thank you to the organizer. Can I see your hand up? Okay. Mr. Gwenya. I also want a woman. I also want a woman. Okay, maybe before we finish.
Great farmer. No farmer.
No nation.
Mo lérò pé ká lè ṣe jù báyìí lọ. Àwọn àgbẹ̀ láwa ń gbé àgbẹ̀ ṣe ọmọ bọ̀tí. Great farmer.
Great nation.
Great dada.
Great people.
Okay, I'm not talking. I want to appreciate the organizer of this program. Firstly, our very formidable, distinguished, ẹ̀yà mi lóyìnbó sí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀gbẹ́rù àgbègbèbò our third mark, Ambassador of Dr. Makides. I want to appreciate you on behalf of the great and the wealthy, rich farmers, and the rulers of this nation. So I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. More grace to your and we want to appreciate our organs, Europe. No, I don't know how to say it. Dr. Frank has been so wonderful. He's a resource person. We are discussing over there. I say, no, it's a, I want to say it's an asset that we need to preserve. Thank you so much, sir. And to all our people, I want to say thank you for coming, for honoring Totmark and New. Thank you, I thank you. Eshew, Akeyokodede.
I think he has spoken well. I saw a lady raising up her hand. Let me give you the opportunity. Let's appreciate her, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Great farmers.
Great nation.
Great farmers.
Great nation.
No farmers.
No nation.
I appreciate God and I appreciate every one of us that are here. I appreciate Tospark. I appreciate New Hope. I appreciate the local chairman. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the grace given to us for bringing this for us. Because I was actually in Ibadan. I'm a student. So when I heard about this program, I had to rush down and come back here for this program. There's so much like it. Thank you so much.
Yes. On this note, we are going to bring our seminar for this month to an end. Like the chairman said, we are committed to ensuring that learning continues as far as we are concerned in Totmark. And we also appreciate, and that's why we keep on seeking the consent of every other company that we work with so that we can together keep educating ourselves. Our desire is that we continue to move from one level of grace to another. We don't expect that the same level that we had last year is the same level we'll be for many years. And so while I was still here, a representative of Brewell came to me and said, "Doctor, please, it will be our turn lesson. Please, let's So, we have make second Tuesday every month. Second Tuesday every month. We're still going to send that information across to you. Please, what we are trying to do is that we just don't want to be using these people's product. Let them come and tell us. It's also going to be an opportunity to also tell them what we want from them. So let's begin to plan for that program in advance. Shall we arise on our feet as we bring this meeting to a close? At the beginning, we realized that we are all having our businesses in one way or the other, and we sang Humble.